that have worked for other countries perfectly. You take the revolution to the people. They organize themselves from the smallest villages to the largest cities. They start by forming revolutionary committees for liberation. And when you get that to every village level, and then from the village level to every council area, and then from every council area to the county level, you can actually now build structures all the way through to the national level. People who can sit down and plan and, see where their revolution is going and give advice to the various people who are, supporting the revolution. So that's exactly the kind of thing that can take us forward. And unfortunately for us, the diaspora didn't understand this. They mistook it for something that you could create some structure up there and it gives instructions to people and then they run around and do the business. It is not like that. Revolutions are a hard, tough business. It is meant for those who can lay literally their lives to free their people. It is meant for those who have the energy and the will to sustain a long fight. There are no quick fixes in a revolution. There are no shortcuts in a revolution. The hard way is the only way. That's why I've been stressing that there is a revolution only in the homeland. In southern Cameroons, in Ambazonia, there's a revolution only in the homeland. There's no revolution in the diaspora. And the diaspora failed in that role because they assumed erroneously that there's a revolution going on out here. The revolution is in the homeland.
Exactly.
And what the diaspora is supposed to do would have been to come together to support the homeland to get what we all want. When people want freedom and move for it, whoever stands on the way, that includes the politicians who are enablers, it includes the politicians in the homeland, it includes the politicians who are practicing politics in the diaspora. The force of the revolution will take them down because the people's will is supreme real. So I'm making this call to those people from Amberland who have what I call revolutionary blood. The people in whose veins takes the blood that cannot take oppression. I am calling on them. I am calling on the women of Ambazonia all over the world to stand up and be counted. I am calling on the elders of the revolution to stand up and be counted. And I am calling on the very hugely silent majority. This majority has been silenced by the partisans, by the fanatics, of the political groupings that have been created in the diaspora. The good ladies and gentlemen, the professionals, the business people, the very decent people who wanted to see their revolution go through, some of these young people screaming out and kicking out on Facebook have just insulted them into silence and they've moved into the shadows. So I am calling on all of them to stand up now and be counted because they need to save this revolution. We need to save it and we need them. The people who are screaming out and discouraging all the others and pushing people back, they are not up to 0.5% of the people we have out in the diaspora. In fact, if we did a total count, there would not be more than 500 people. And we are out in the diaspora in the tens of thousands. I am calling on them. It is your time to let them understand fully what it means not to be silent. I would like to quote from Madiba Nelson Mandela, who says, and I quote, "Fools multiply when wise men are silent," end of quote. And I can tell you that if we look at the display that has gone on Facebook and all other platforms of social media, we then realize that the foolishness has been displayed to maximum. And it has gone on because wise men and women have been silent. It is their turn to take it up and talk and come together. Let us push our revolution through. Even if it's a family of 5, even if it's a small village of 20 people, it becomes the nucleus of the revolution. And once you build it that way all through your villages and cities, you easily overturn the oppressor. Ambazonia! Ambazonia! Ambazonia!